Hello my beautiful souls and welcome to today's reading. In today's reading we're going to be discussing what makes you stand out from the crowd. So before we hop right into the pile selection, I want to let you guys know the different ways you can help on my channel. The biggest way is by subscribing. Also, I do sell personal readings on my Beacon AI tab. Every single deck you see on my channel is listed there. Every reading comes with a tarot card deck, an oracle card deck, messages, charms, and initials. And also, before we do that, get into the piles, the way I read tarot is about self-reflection, so whatever doesn't resonate, don't take it. This is about doing your own self-reflection in what you see in yourself in these cards. And also, I like to hype you guys up. You know, you guys are amazing and you deserve to be told that. So that is how I read tarot. And yeah, anyways, let's hop into the pile selection. So for the first pile, we are using the anime tarot deck, and you got the moon, which is Cancer. Your image here is of a girl that has purple hair and purple eyes. The color purple could be significant to you. The color purple talks about magic. It also talks about creativity. It talks about mystery. It could talk about illusions, which also the moon card represents that as well. Purple could also represent just a lot of creativity, spirituality, and like the third eye. So yeah, and the girl has really pretty lips, beautiful nose, beautiful face, beautiful lashes. She's got bangs. Her hair looks pretty straight and it looks to be down behind her ears. And yeah. She also has like more of a thicker front part of her eyebrow that could be significant, and rosy cheeks. So if that resonates with you, please pick pile 1. For pile 2, we have the Bumblebee tarot card deck. Bumbleberry Hollows tarot card deck, and you have the Queen of Swords, which represents it could be female energy, feminine energy in the swords, which is the zodiac signs Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. Also for your image, pile 2, we have a girl with her hair half up, half down. She also has a bunch of blue. She has a blue like choker on. Her top looks like it is a open-armed like turtleneck. She also has blue eyes, blue hair, blue like matching. It has like a blue choker. She's got like a little gem on her face. She also has beautiful lips, beautiful face. Her eyebrows are a little bit on the thinner side. And yeah. So if that resonates with you, pile 2, please pick pile 2. On to pile 3, we have the Butterfly. This deck is called the Wild Unknown tarot deck, or oracle deck. And for your image, this card is about transformation and changing into something very beautiful and a lot of growth. And for your image, we have a girl with white hair. She's got like almost like a wolf cut, or has like a lot of layers. Her earrings kind of look like fruit. Like I was thinking of like fruit earrings. So that could be significant. She also looks like she's wearing lipstick, like a peach color. She has green eyes. She looks like she has blush on, like as well as some bronzer. And she has like eyeshadow. Her teeth look really white and straight. And she looks like she might be wearing off the shoulder type of shirt. So if that resonates with you, pile 3, please pick pile 3. Okay, let's hop into pile 1. Hello, my beautiful pile 1s. If you chose this anime card deck as well as this image, this will be your reading on what makes you stand out from the crowd. So we're going to be using this deck. We're going to be using a bunch of purple decks because the color for you is purple. So let's see what we get for you. What makes pile 1 stand out from the crowd? What makes pile 1 stand out from the crowd? For some of you, you may not wear a lot of makeup. Like I feel like it's more of like a natural look to you. There could also be something about you could have really long lashes, or your hair is like really healthy. There's something about like your hair being really healthy. You could also have really supple, like smooth skin. That can make you stand out from the crowd. And maybe your hair color, your eye color could be very unique. I think also there could be like a sense of your aura. You may give off like a purple, like it's almost like you may have an aura to you where it gives off this mysterious slash like really wise, intellectual, spiritual person that may be very rare or just like not your typical person that can make you stand out from the crowd. Okay, let's see what other cards we get. We got the Fool. Why'd I say it like that? I was like, the Fool. You could have an accent. Some of you could have an accent that could make you stand out. Interesting. You definitely like to take risks, pile one. You're definitely a risk taker. The Moon came out again. Oh, and there's a card under. Wow. Wow. You got the 10 of Cups. Wow. Okay. Let's get one more card for the top row. Give me one more card next to the Moon. We got, they gave me a bunch. Okay, let me see what maybe there's an overall message here. Okay, we got the 2 Swords. We got the 8 of Discs, hard work. There's a decision to be made. It took a lot of hard work to see past illusions. And, oh my god, my washing machine is shaking my whole fucking ground, so it's shaking my table. And my hand's resting on the table. Look, it's shaking. Oh my god. There could be something... Bro, my door just got hit. There could be something about shaking. I don't know what that's about. We have Ace of Swords in reverse, which just talks about like a new beginning of conflict, like working through conflict. So you could be working really hard to see past delusions, to see past like the expression of, oh, things are greater on the grass is greener on the other side. You know what I mean? You could be working hard towards seeing past distractions, delusions, the things that our ego tells ourselves, and you've been working hard towards that in order to like make some sort of decision. It's definitely, this reading is definitely heavy on the illusion part because we have the 7 of Cups and the Moon here. So, you know what? I'm going to actually just put this under here for now. I want to go get my book and then read what it says a little bit more thoroughly. Give me one sec. Let me go grab my book. Okay, so the Fool card is about taking risks, somebody who steps out into the world and, you know, lives life and genuinely like allows themselves to make space or take up space and also make mistakes. I think you could definitely be someone who is a risk taker with the, let me see the 6 of Wands. The 6 of Wands, it says private achievement, personal definition of success, fall from grace and egotism. With the 6 of Wands, I think there could be something, you could be working really hard privately, Pile 1. Like there could be a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes that maybe people aren't really aware of at this moment. And it could have to do with love. It could be you're working really hard towards working on yourself when it comes to love and or just like family relationships. You could be working really hard towards like this wish fulfillment, like relationships or like union with people, like family, loved ones, and it could be a personal achievement. Um, what makes you stand out from the crowd, though, pile two, is I think you're like a mystery for sure. I think many people don't really know what's going on behind the scenes. Um, but I think you may be starting to move. Like, you have like some things that are out in the open, and I think you could get a lot of like recognition and fame, or just like a lot of um, success and progress through things that you've been stepping out into the world like with. Like, for example, like you could be working hard towards your goals or working hard towards something, and it's in like the public eye, and people could really like look at you, notice you, and that could be a way that you stand out from the crowd. Is in that way it's like you have like a public recognition from your hard work, this like really hard work that you strive towards, that people could be like, wow, like this person is a really hard worker. They're not afraid to take risks or to make a decision or take action. um, so I think in that way, that's one way that you stand out from the crowd. But I think also there's another way that you stand out from the crowd, is like some people, with other things, some people don't really know you. Like, you're definitely a mystery. There's something about people not fully seeing the full side of you. There's parts of you that people, it's almost like you are famous or you have public recognition, but for somehow there's still parts of you that aren't being shown. Like, there's even more to know from you. There's even more to get to know about you that only like people close to you know about, or learn about you. And it's something that specifically that you're working really hard towards. Let me see what the Ace of Swords is. I think you could have been working through something specific that people might like, more people that are closer to you, the people that know you a little bit better, that know all the sides to you and see past this like delusion or illusion. I mean, um, they see the hard work that you've been putting in to rethink your ideas or get clear on what it is that you want. Like, it says for the Ace of Swords, it says inner clarity, rethinking idea, and clouded judgment. Maybe you're working through clouded judgment that you previously had. You're getting more clarity on, what type of family you want to put out, or what type of family you want to be a part of, or who you want to be as a family member, or even like a partner, a lover, a friend. And you're working hard towards building, your relationships, maybe behind the scenes, and working through. Some of you could be like, this could be a specific message, but for some of you it could literally be working through limerence when it comes to relationships. Like, for example, people pleasing, or like manipulating your partner into believing you are a certain way but you're not, like kind of hiding yourself away from who it genuinely is, who you are. That could be something that you're working through, that people have noticed that you're kind of being more authentically yourself. And you're like, take it or leave it. This is who I am. Whether you like it or not, it's not my problem. So that could definitely be something that you could be working through or working really hard towards. We do have the Ace, or we do have Two of Swords too, which says difficult decisions, weighing out options, and impasse avoidance. I think there could be a decision that could be calling for your attention, that's kind of like a decision to be made, but it could kind of be being avoided at this moment, or just feeling like confused about. And I think you're really working hard towards finding clarity on that decision. There could be like a family member that maybe you've talked to, or a loved one, or a friend that you've been talking to about what you've been working on or what you've been working through. And they could be really just like inspired by you, or just motivated by you, or just really see they're the one that really sees this hard work you've been putting in. There's like two sides to you. The side you've been putting out into the world that everybody sees, and then the side that not a lot of people fully get to see, like almost like your flaws the hard work you've been putting through, and like people, the close people that have seen this see the hard work you've been putting in. But let's get back to the topic of what makes you stand out from the crowd. I think definitely you're very mysterious. I think people may not fully know you, so they may project a lot of their own things onto you, like who they expect you to be could be definitely a big one. I think you are, though, standing more in your authentic power, and you may be making people uncomfortable a bit. Don't lose that. Stick to it. You know, the more you stand in your authenticity, the more you make others want to as well. And it's going to make people uncomfortable, and it may make you uncomfortable, but again, we have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Like, it is... Imagine how powerful you would be if nothing made you uncomfortable. Or that you just don't let the uncomfort get to you. Imagine how powerful you'd be. And it's really interesting. I feel like your image is like looking at me for some reason. Like your image is like looking into my soul. You could have a very interesting glance, the way you look. For some of you, oh my God, this could be a really specific message, but some of you may struggle with like blindness. Or like, it could be, some of you could literally be blind. That could be like a really specific message for somebody. Or it could be maybe you have glasses. Or it could be maybe you wear contacts. Maybe there's something about your eyesight here that makes you stand out from the crowd. Okay, let's see what else we could get. I think you definitely have spiritual power. I think you could have like a really great intuition. I think you're really in tune with what it is you want and what it is you don't want. I think you stand really powerful, confidently. You have a lot of self-esteem. I think you built a lot of self-esteem from the action you've been taking. Instead of like being afraid or letting your fear stop you, you've always done it anyways. You know, you've always like, you're like, this makes me scared, but I'm going to do it anyways. And people are literally, that's what really makes you stand out from the crowd, is like, people are like, wow, this person is unstoppable. This person is literally like, nothing holds them back. No fear holds them back. They thrive in discomfort. They thrive in discomfort. All right, let's get the other decks. You could also be very creative. You could have a great sense of like, you could make amazing ideas. You could be a great like, the color purple really makes me think of like the creator, somebody who creates a lot. You could be like an artist. You could be maybe someone who just has a lot of skill in your crafts. And I think people, that's what also makes you stand out from the crowd, is like your skills and your craft. You could also just come up with the craziest ideas, and people love your ideas. Like you could literally you have like literally groundbreaking ideas that could change the world, like genuinely. That's what I'm getting. And I think like the universe is definitely telling you to step into that, to go towards that. That is your purpose. Some of you may need to drink some water. I just saw the hydrate card. Okay, so I pulled this deck because it is purple and your color is purple. So let's get maybe like 3 cards. What makes pile 3 stand out? Pile 3, oh my God. What makes pile 1 stand out from the crowd? So we got dancing. You could dance. You could be a really great dancer the way you dance. Maybe you make like TikToks of dancing. Maybe you make or just like dance with your friends out at the bars or the clubs, or you could just dance whenever, maybe when you first get up in the morning. You could dance at night, you could dance when you're cooking. It's just like the way you dance is like you're letting out your energy, you're bringing more light to your life, you're channeling your emotions through your dance. I think that's what really makes you stand out from the crowd is the way you dance. Some of you may have like red hair. Like this here makes me think of like Flame Girl or Flame Princess from like Adventure Time for some reason. Like it's giving like fiery, like you have like a fire to you. Your personality is fiery and passionate. Oh. We got health checkup. Some of you could be like a doctor, and that could be literally what makes you stand out from the crowd. Like you could be studying to be a nurse or studying to be a doctor, and that could literally make you stand out from the crowd is like your dedication, your purpose, your wish fulfillment, the dreams you chase, the hard work you've been putting in towards this goal. And also it's kind of like you may be, for some of you, this is making me think of like a woman in like the medical field. It's kind of like you stand out from the crowd because there may be a lot of people that like it's more of like a male dominated region, but you are like, it doesn't matter my gender, it doesn't matter my race, it doesn't matter my authenticity, or what is it? Ethnicity, it doesn't matter my age. Like you don't let any of that shit hold you back and you drive towards success. So you could be in like a region or like some sort of you may stand out from the crowd because you are literally in an area of your life where it's like everybody's like different, or you feel like everybody's different from you, whether it's like race or sex or whatever. And but like it doesn't affect you. You're kind of like, yeah, so what? Like it's not their fault. It's not something that's like, this is the change. This is what's going to bring change, is by getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. If I can do it, anybody can do it. I keep seeing like fire. I think that's what makes you really stand out from the crowd, pile one. We got chanting. Maybe saying your words of affirmation out loud. Maybe you've been saying a lot of like positive things about yourself. Like when you're with like friends or something and like you may catch yourself, hello? You may catch yourself wanting to say like a negative thing about yourself, but then you stop yourself and then instead you say something positive like, oh, I look great in the mirror, or oh my God, my hair looks beautiful. And like your friends or like the people who are around you, it really makes you stand out from the crowd because they're like, wow, like I want to talk to myself like that. I want to be uplifting myself like that. You could really be really confident or build a lot of self-esteem through your own words of affirmations. You could literally chant out words of affirmations to yourself. I'm beautiful, I'm strong, I'm safe, I'm powerful, I'm gorgeous, I'm dedicated, I'm proud, like all these different things. And genuinely, it, like that energy manifests deep within you and it literally becomes who you are. And the people around you, the people who surround yourself, maybe during like meditation, maybe there's people who are in the same like hobbies as you or career, and you say these things and like it changes their impact and their outlook on the world, because they're like, wow, I wanna be that confident. Okay, let's see what else we got here. We're gonna use this deck here, which is the Everyday Tarot. Oh, we got 3 of Swords. And King of Pentacles. Ooh, okay. Wow. That's crazy. Okay, so I don't know how I should take that. Honestly, because I don't really know how it came. Did it come like this, or did... Because I don't know if I flipped it over. Okay, for some of you, this could be talking about a relationship with a earth sign that maybe has caused heartbreak, or you could be healing heartbreak from self-love and by pursuing your career. It could also be that you may meet somebody new who is a King of Pentacles, who is like a karmic cycle that will end and heal some past wounds, such as heartbreak. So take it how it resonates. I'm going to put this back in the deck. I think that's just like a simple message. There could be something about like you are really working hard towards healing yourself, pile 1. We got 5 of Cups and Queen of Wands. Yes, I was definitely getting fire sign. The moon is Cancer though, so someone could definitely be a Cancer. Okay, this keeps wanting to come out, so I'm gonna take it. And we got the 3 of Wands. I need to see what the 3 of Wands is again, because I think this is about traveling. We got the Emperor, and we got Judgment. Okay, pile 1. Let me see what the... So 5 of Cups is about recovery. It's about recovering from sadness. It's about, like, the upright version is like somebody who's really sad, depressed, and looking at what it is that they lost. And then it's like when you're ready, you could turn around and look at what it is you still have. Being in reverse, it's like, okay, this person's focusing on the positive. They changed their mindset. They're looking at it as like, you know what? This was just, you know, I can't change the past, but I can learn from it. And then I know I'm doing the best I can do every day. And even though whatever has struck me and hurts, I know it has nothing to do with my worth. And that I can continue and choose to be happy instead of falling into victim mentality. I think you could be very fiery, very attractive, very passionate. You're very passionate, pile 1. Some of you may have a cat. This could be, you could get, for some of you, you guys could have gotten really angry. Instead of getting like sad, you're more of somebody who gets very angry. But I think you could be someone that maybe is working really well to regulate your emotions through dancing, through working hard towards your goals, through maybe even working out, journaling, meditating, chanting out things that, releasing the things that have hurt you in the past. But the Queen of Wands is somebody who's very sexy, somebody who's very attractive, somebody who honestly attracts a lot as well. Like, it's like almost like a fly to the flame. It's like, what is it? A flame to a fire? What is the expression? It's like you're attracted to the fire. There's something about the fire that's very attractive. You know, the way the flame dances. You're like a representation of a flame, pile 1. Look at my hand shaking. Some of you may have a lot of fucking energy. To the point where, or maybe drinking a lot of caffeine where your hand starts shaking like this. That's kind of crazy that my washing machine is like shaking this fucking hard. You could literally be like a flame. There could be something about recovery, healing your heart. What makes you stand out from the crowd, pile 1, is maybe the way you have recovered from a past situation. Maybe people are like, wow, like, this person um healed very quickly, or they like are living life very freely. They're not holding on to this hurt or this pain anymore. They're living with a life of love, authenticity, and happiness. With the Emperor card and the Judgment card, let me see what this says. Judgment in upright says judgment, rebirth, inner calling, absolution, and then it says the Emperor. It says in reverse, domination, excessive control, lack of discipline, inflexibility, and then we have 3 of Wands. Three of Wands says playing small, lack of foresight, unexpected delays. Okay, guys, so something in particular, this could be a message of something you are working on right at this moment. So a piece of advice that I'm getting from the universe could be when you enter relationships or, okay, I have a couple things of what this could be. So you take what resonates. The 3 of Wands represents playing small, lack of foresight, unexpected delays. The Emperor makes me think of either a father figure or a love partner. And Judgment makes me think of, it says absolution, judgment, absolution, inner calling, rebirth. You could have been making a lot of change when it came to your relationships because your relationship with your parent, either your mother or your father, has potentially affected you to the point where it was like you relived that trauma throughout your relationships. And that could be something that maybe you've been healing to find what it is you truly want rather than chasing a trauma bond or a unhealed karmic couple. So that could be something. This could also be something about like something to do with judgment, specifically like judging your partner for the things that they do, for the things they stand out with, for the weird things that makes them unique, due to the fear of needing to stay aligned to what other people expect, which is unlike you, pile 1. So which is confusing is because all these other cards make me feel like you're somebody who stands out, or maybe your highest self, your authentic self is somebody who really just embraces the weirdness, allows them to be weird, and just steps out into the world authentically themselves. But then when it comes to potentially relationships, maybe there's a part of you that judges your partner or makes little comments of judgment, or just has a lot of judgment towards their partner and the little things that they do due to maybe some icks, like, you know, that term. I don't really like it because it's like kind of mean, but like icks, or like, oh, this person's weird, or this person's like just little like constant judgment. And those could be things that maybe hold you back from having a really fulfilling relationship because of these surface level judgments or flaws of needing perfectionism. Maybe you grew up in an environment where you needed to be perfect, and that is what you project onto your partners. That could be something, pile 1. For the rest of you, though, I think if that doesn't resonate, this could be maybe this is something you've been working through. You've been working really well at trying to be very open-minded, non-judgmental, very loving towards your partners, and accepting them for who they are authentically instead of trying to change them to make your ego comfortable. I think letting go of how you were treated you know, growing up or needing to be perfect. You're finally accepting who it is that you are so that you can accept who your partners are. Yeah, that is what I'm getting. I hope you enjoyed pile one. That is your reading for today. I think I'm gonna do some different readings next time. We're gonna do more of like something like I did last week, because that did really well. I think you guys really enjoy that stuff. So maybe we're gonna do like something like, again, we'll do another video about what's sexy about your body or something, because those are a lot of fun. So yeah, definitely stay tuned if you guys are interested in that. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give this video a like, consider subscribing. Let me know how I did in the comments, and I'll see you in one of the next ones. Bye! Hello, my beautiful pile threes. If you chose this card as well as this image, this will be your reading on how you stand out from the crowd. So also, before we hop into that, I want to let you guys know I do sell personal readings. So if you like any of my tarot decks that I use on my channel, all of them are listed there, as well as oracles. Every reading comes with a tarot card deck, an oracle card deck, messages, charms, and initials. So it's an hour long. If you're interested, check that out. It's in the description as well as in my bio. So let's see what you get. Pile one. What makes pile two? Sorry, why did I say pile one? Pile two stand out from the crowd. What makes pile two stand out from the crowd? What makes pile two stand out from the crowd? What makes pile two stand out from the crowd? I just thought of like something about like space, or like I don't know why that came out. Something about like space. Like the planets, the stars, like galaxies. Something about like aliens too could be something. Dressing up like that too, like I don't know. That's what that makes me think, like your image specifically. But obviously, if that doesn't resonate, we're gonna have more messages. It's just that's what's coming to me right now. You have Knight of Pentacles. The images are so cute. I think you could be really cute. Like really adorable. Not only like, but your personality is just so freaking adorable. And I think you could be really sweet, kind, and cuddly, pile two. People may love to cuddle you, like just squeeze you, hug you, give you kisses. That could be something. Just show you a lot of affection. Like your friends, family, or even obviously like loved ones too. Or partners. I don't know why I cannot talk right now. There could be something about feeling like you can't talk. Like stuttering. Interesting. I think you have a lot of good luck, pile two. I think you could be very lucky. Or people, it could also be you've been working really hard and people see you as, oh, they're lucky. No, I put motherfucking hard work into this shit, okay? It's not luck, it's hard work. I build up my skills. Bucko, we got 10 of Wands. Whoa, whoa. It just zoomed into your fucking, I accidentally hit my mouse and it zoomed into your photo. It's like zoom. Maybe people take photos of you and like zoom in. Maybe you take pictures in portrait mode. Or maybe you like zoom in a lot. There could be something about zooming in. I take everything as a message, okay? That's just who I am. We got 10 of Swords. Interesting, very interesting. I'm gonna put it out to the side. Some of you may have a lisp. I just thought of Mike Tyson. All right, let me see what these cards say. So we got the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, I think I have a specific message for you already. Pile 3 is, I meant, why do I keep saying the piles? 3 of Swords is heartbreak, emotional pain, sorrow, grief, and hurt. Let me see what 5 of Pentacles is. Let's see what's right next to that. 5 of Pentacles. Financial loss, poverty, lack mindset. Lack mindset. Wow. Okay. Guys, this looks interesting here. Mental clarity, intellectual power, authority, truth. Wow. Okay. Pile 2. Before I get into that message, I think you are somebody who embraces change. You maybe have struggled a lot with change, but I think change is your best friend. I think there could have been a lot of blockages that have held you back in life. And I think you are, what is the 6 of Pentacles? Six of Pentacles. Sorry guys, I know I'm not talking a lot. I'm just really trying to get clear on what it is I want to say first. Seven of Cups is illusions. Okay, King of Swords. Okay, so pile 2. I think you may have fears, or you've been really working hard towards not letting blockages, fears, doubts, any of these like negative things hold you back from living this happy, fulfilling life that literally the universe is providing for you. The universe is literally like, I've given you, I'm literally providing you this wonderful thing. But because we're so scared of taking it, because we're like, is this just another lesson? Is this another lesson to be taught? Is this there's a lot of fear of being hurt. And I think the biggest message could be, for some of you, I think this is something you're healing. You're working through. It's like, it's not really like you're doing amazing. I think this is something though that could be maybe holding you back from having a beautiful connection with someone. And I think you're finding inner clarity about it. Like, for example, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Knight of Pentacles in reverse says self-discipline, boredom, feeling stuck, or perfectionism. I think perfectionism is leading to a lot of heartbreak. It's leading to a lot of hurt, like needing perfection in relationships, in yourself, in others, is really stopping you from allowing to be present in the moment and being happy and fulfilling in the moment. That could be for some of you, but I think what makes you stand out from the crowd. Let me put it let me twist it like in a better light, because what I initially said is like, oh, like we're being hard on ourselves. I think pile 2, you may be really hard on yourself. But I think what I'm trying to say is you are working really hard to better yourself. You want to be happy. You want to have a fulfilling, wonderful relationship. You want to have to help others. You're like this kind, loving individual, someone who embraces change, someone who doesn't feel stuck, somebody who sees past illusion. And I think how you're doing that is by letting go the expectations of needing to be perfect, needing you to be perfect through every moment and situation and decision. And when you can let go of that, you can let go of putting the expectations of others needing to be perfect. Specifically when it could come to love, like your partners, because we do have the heartbreak card here. I think perfectionism may sabotage some relationships. But okay, let's get back to the topic. There's just a lot of like messages here. I think another thing is too is like, you know that you are not stuck in a decision. You have control over who it is that you are. You have the willpower to leave if you want. You have the discipline and control over yourself to walk away from something that is not serving you. But for some reason, you may have this fear of feeling overwhelmed or burdened by something or someone else, or being in a relationship, maybe. But I think this is all fading away. Like, this is all completing a cycle. It's almost like this cycle is being completed. There's something about this reading that needs to be said to you in order for this to be washed away and to be completed. And I think the biggest one is the perfectionism. Needing to get, this is you, the King of Swords. This is like a very powerful card here of a air sign who is very clear on who it is that they are, what it is that they want. They know themselves. And by this, they know how to make their decisions. They know how to act. And also, not even just that though, they allow themselves to be okay with maybe not having, the expected results that they've had. Like, for example, like, look at this image with the pies. Like, yeah, maybe we don't have a lot right now. Maybe there's maybe 1 or 2 grapes in the pie can, but even though it's not perfect, it's still part of the process. It's like, it's still beautiful. It's still amazing. It's still worth love and appreciation. And the flaws is what makes it human. It's the flaws that makes it better. Um, some of you may have something like some sort of symbol with bees. Like bees could be very significant. Bees are someone who's very hardworking. I think pile two, you could be someone who's very hardworking. That could be something that makes you stand out from the crowd. You could be a busy bee. And definitely perfectionist could be something too. Like, but you're like working through letting go of the expectations of what it is that you want and allowing like you're allowing the humanity of it all. Like for example, you may set up a expectation, like you may romanticize like okay, I'm gonna go on this date and it's gonna be, you know, amazing. It's everything's gonna go perfectly. And then when you end up experiencing the date, it still ends up being great, but not as much as you expected. And instead of getting upset about it, you twist the story and see it from a perspective of it was the flaws that made it better, an even better story. That was the humanity of it. That was the reality of it. And it doesn't mean that reality is like, oh, it's gonna be, you know, not that I hoped, but it's more of like there's beauty to flaws. There's beauty to flaws. Like, um, have you ever watched a YouTube video where it's like the video is kind of like bad quality, but that's what makes it better. You know what I mean? That's what makes it funnier. That's what makes it this like the video better. I think you're somebody who's really embracing flaws. You're in this phase of really embracing flaws, pile two. And I think people, that's what really makes you stand out from the crowd is like the things you say or the things you notice, like, it's okay, you know, take your time. Or, yeah, this place is really nice. Like, my favorite part was something that maybe not someone would say, like, is their favorite part, you know? But it's like, that's my favorite part. That's what I enjoyed, the humanity of it. Um, I think you could definitely be someone that maybe takes on a lot. Um, People could ask, like, how are you able to manage it all? And you could have a really good schedule of working through it all. I think like the biggest message I'm getting though is like you don't let things weigh you down. Like you know how to cut things out of your life or say no. Like for example, you don't take on more than you can chew. You know the limits to how much your body can handle, and you're not hard on yourself for not being, you know, this robot. You allow yourself to embrace relaxation and giving yourself grace to relax once in a while. And then you come back, and what's even better about relaxing is you come back even stronger. You come back with an even um, better way of completing whatever it is you're trying to tackle. You need those times of self-reflection in order to grow, to change. You could be a great spiritual teacher. I think maybe you give people so much advice and help that maybe sometimes it like goes over a lot of people's heads just because they're not fully able to comprehend what it is you say sometimes. But I think later on, like as you repeat yourself and continue to teach your own these lessons, um, people really see you as a really wise teacher. You could have like fluffy hair. Some of you may have like curly hair, and it could be really soft and like fluffy. You could have really fluffy eyebrows, fluffy lashes. You can make great drinks. You may stand out of the crowd because of like the drinks you order or the drinks you make. You could stand out from the crowd because of like people may see your skill set as like way out of their range. Like you could literally be so good at a lot of things due to maybe the past trauma you've healed of needing to be perfect, that and you're starting to like appreciate it more, you know? It's about appreciation, appreciating yourself and throwing yourself parties and achievement, like appreciating your achievements. And I think you're starting to appreciate more like what amazing spot the present day is for you. The skills you have under your belt, the intelligence, the how smart you are, how funny you are, what it is you got, where it is, you know, you live or the things you have, but also like your mental intelligence, your emotional maturity, the partners you have in life, your friends, your family. Like there's a lot of like appreciation. You're starting to people what makes you stand out of the crowd is like your appreciation. You're starting to be a lot more appreciative. But even with your words, with the things you do, with the things you've been buying for people, you've been putting a lot more love out into the world. And people really have noticed. It's really making a difference. People have noticed how you've been showing your appreciation so much more. Maybe you've been baking people stuff, cooking people things. Maybe you've been putting a lot of love into and tenderness and care into your relationships. Yeah, that's what I'm getting with that. Let's see what we can get with the next deck. So I just saw Five of Pentacles came out again. Five of Pentacles. I think there could be something about overcoming lack mindset. Sometimes we get so caught up in surviving that we focus a lot on what it is we don't have rather than what it is we do have in the present day. And it's not, it sucks the life out of us when we do that, because we live life so quickly that when we look back, we're like, wow, I'm not in that state anymore. And I didn't even get to appreciate it when I had it, you know? So I think the big thing is you are healing this lack mindset. You are becoming this abundant mindset, this person who comes from abundance and creates, like, there's this book that I saw running around that it's like, being poor is a mindset and being rich is a mindset. And it's like you are healing yourself into this rich, abundant mindset. And that's what makes you stand out, is that your rich mindset. We have two swords, the sun. Two more cards, please. We got Ten of Swords came out twice right here. Okay, someone could definitely be feeling stuck about something. Okay, we have this card, which is the Wheel of Fortune came out again. It's really your choice, pile two. You're not being handed a bad egg. You're not being handed a bad egg. The universe is literally blessing you. The universe is always blessing you. You're not stuck. You're not being controlled. You're not destined, forced down a path you do not want to go down. You have your own power to make any and every decision you want to make. If you want to build a skyscraper, you can do it. If you want to go to the moon, you can do it. You just have to believe it. With the Sun here and the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords in reverse. It says indecision, confusion, information overload, stalemate. And then the Sun. Pile 2. I think you are somebody, what makes you stand out from the crowd is how clear you are on what it is you want to do and what it is you are going to do. Your image, Pile 2, is a confident, bad bitch who knows what it is she wants, and she won't stop until she has it. We are getting some of you that are confused. So ask yourself, what can I do to clear up my confusion? We can journal. We can write down what it is we want, what it is we don't want. And sometimes we just have to take action in order to learn, to see and learn, okay, now I know what to do better for next time. Sometimes action is how we learn. Stalemate is only going to hold us back from growth. So I think you are somebody who is moving towards not feeling stuck anymore, not holding themselves back anymore, and seeing this as the universe is providing us something beautiful. And take it to the fullest. You are literally, Pile 2, you are worth all of these great wishes that are coming towards you. You are worth all of this good luck that is coming towards you. Do not let your thoughts of doubt and fear hold you back from fully prospering from like every aspect of this beautiful wish that is coming to you. This is a blessing. You are a blessing. I think you could be really good at cooking. Some of you could be really good. That could be something that makes you stand out, is your chefing skills, your baking skills. I think you're very lucky, Pile 2. I think you have a big purpose to serve, and that's what makes you stand out from the crowd, is people are like, this person knows. They have confidence and they know who it is that they are. You are powerful, Pile 2. Don't ever forget that. Okay, that is what I have for you, Pile 2. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give this video a like, consider subscribing. Let me know how I did in the comments. I'd really appreciate it. And check out any of my other readings. I have a ton. Thank you so much. I'll see you in one of the next ones. Bye. Hello, my beautiful butterflies. Hello, Pile 3. Welcome to your reading. If you're new here, my name is Gem. I don't know why I felt the need to fucking say that. I'm so used to saying my intro that I forgot where I was. If you chose this card as well as this image, this will be your reading on what makes you stand out from the crowd. So also know that I sell personal readings on my Beacon tab. It's in my bio as well as in my description. Every single deck you see on my channel is listed there for a reading. And each reading that I do includes a tarot deck, an oracle card deck, messages, charms, and initials. If you want like specific, like an oracle, specific oracle or tarot, let me know. You send me an email and then I'll get right back to you. Okay, let's see what we got for you, pile 3. What makes pile 3 stand out from the crowd? What makes pile 3 stand out from the crowd? First off, the biggest thing is your transformation. You maybe have transformed, like, physically. Maybe you've lost a lot of weight. Maybe you changed your appearance. Maybe you just look like you've grown up. But not only have you grown up physically, but you've grown up, like, mentally. You've done a lot of work to get to where you're at today, to be where it is you are today. And I think the biggest thing the universe wants to say to you is that they're proud of you, pile 3. You are doing absolutely amazing, and I think the universe is trying to bless you. The universe is trying to give you a blessing. They're trying to bless you up. Because you deserve it. Okay. This reading is actually, there's no tarot in this reading. There's just oracles. So this is going to be a fun one. Let's see what we got. So we got the vulture, the octopus. We got the fire elephant, the lizard. We got the dragonfly. Okay. So the first thing, pile 3, is what makes you stand out from the crowd, pile 3, is how smart you are. You're really smart. With the octopus, you know how freaking smart octopuses are? You're really intelligent. You have big brain. With the vulture here, the vulture, some people get scared of this card a little bit, but I think that's just literally a representation of you. Is like you intimidate the fuck out of people. You literally scare people. And I think it's because of how just powerful you are and how you can literally like handle anything that is thrown your way. I think you're somebody who's really good with handling chaos. Like you could literally stand in the middle of chaos and like you thrive in chaos. And it's not like you seek it out either. It's more of like you are comfortable with being uncomfortable. And when change just happens to come, you embrace it. And that's what a lot of people cannot do themselves, but you have excelled at it. I think you also just stomp through any blockage that stands in your way. The elephant here is known to be the animal that bulldozes down walls, blockages, like anything that gets in their way, they bulldoze past it. I think you're somebody who is so self-aware, you know when something is holding you back, that you're like, time to reap or shed this wall that I put up in my mind. And I think people are scared of you. People are scared of you and your potential, pile 3. You could be getting messages. I need to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Let me see what the lizard is, because I don't think I'm familiar with that card. I think the lizard is like a teacher or something. Oh, look at that. I just literally opened right up to the page. So it says instinctual, sensitive to the subtle, the dreamer. The lizard is an expert in the realm of sensory perception, as if it has a sixth sense. Oh my god. You know what this is reminding me of? Gojo. You're literally giving me Gojo vibes. Like, you know how Gojo has, like, the third eye or, like, the sixth sense or something? It's like he could see, like, he could close his eyes and still feel things around him. I think that's, like, what his power is. That's you. You have that intuition. You have that, like, sixth sense. You are strong in your own. Hold on, let me put my phone on Do Not Disturb. You're strong in your own, intuition. You know what it is. You're self-aware. You know what it is that's holding you back. You know how to control yourself. You know how to change yourself, to shape it into being your highest self. You know what it is you want. You know what it is you don't want. You say yes, you say no. You set healthy boundaries with people. And you're a dreamer. Pile 3. It says, the lizard hears out what is yet to be spoken, sees what is yet to be manifested. Although it is an amazing gift, it can easily wear the lizard down. Big crowds, lots of travel, overstimulation will drain the lizard of their magical sense. This card is an indication to pull back from the bright lights in big city and return to the inner artist who's been whispering your name. When in balance, artistic, telepathic, spiritual. I think, and bring into balance a creative project. I think with this is like you are a dreamer, and I don't really like how it says it could easily wear the lizard down. Wizard. You could literally be a wizard, a witch, wizard. Um, I don't like how it says that. I don't think anything could really wear you down. Pile 3. And like maybe overstimulation. Like you could be a little bit like you may have a social battery that like is kind of like, okay, let me go back into focusing on myself. And like that's where like again it's like you choose how you're going to put your energy into something. Um and you focus on your needs, you prioritize your own needs and you chase your dreams. Um with the manifest thing is like you are a believer, and what it is you believe is what it is you create. The way you see yourself as a light is what you manifested into real life, which is what you are in the present moment. You literally have created who it is you are at this very moment based on what it is you believe about yourself. And you've manifested and you're going to manifest a lot. You are a manifester. Pile 3. You're a strong manifester. You, and like it literally says like, here's what yet is to be spoken and sees what is yet to manifest. Like you may also notice a lot of angel signs. You could be really in tune when the universe is like talking to you, and saying things to you. Like it's literally like, and you know that it's like, wow, I'm about to endure like a big change right now. We're about to face a big fucking change. Excuse my language. But it's literally like, and you see it. You're like, universe, you look up to the sky and you're like, thank you. Literally. You're telepathic. It's like you literally are like talking to the universe. And the universe hears you and talks back. With the dragonfly, we got Master of Light, Illusion, and the mind. The dragonfly is an ancient ethereal creature that awakens a sense of wonder in all. The dragonfly is a symbol of the mind. You have a really strong mind. Your mind is unlike no other, Pile 3. You're very spiritually and intellectually powerful. Your mental health, your emotional maturity and your awareness of your subconscious mind is unlike no other. The dragonfly is a symbol of the mind. As it is always moving, shifting, shimmering, and changing. When the dragonfly card appears, it's worth considering the quality of your mind and perception. Are they restless or still, dreamlike or crystal clear? The situation at hand may be different than it appears at first glance. The dragonfly reminds us to calm the mind so the light of wisdom can shine through. I don't think it's really hard for you to see clearly. I think it's very easy for you to see what it is you're doing, and like being self-aware in that moment. You're like, wow, I just realized, like, right, not even like a couple minutes later, you're like, okay, I see what I did, what I could have done better here. But like, or like, I'm self-aware of my own bad habits of what's going on at this very moment. So then you like adjust yourself to stay clear on the path that it is you want for yourself. You could do breath work. You could be really good at like calming down and calming your soul. Just like really tuning in to what it is your soul is telling you, like your inner child, your soul. You may put your ego aside a lot. You could be really good at deciphering between your thoughts, and that's what really helps you get clear. Like when your ego is getting in the way, like we all have an ego, and our ego creates thoughts such as like, we're not good enough, or, you know, all these other things, just like limiting beliefs. Like those thoughts come from our ego, and they're not even ours. They're not even our thoughts. They come from other people and what those people like thought of themselves and then project it onto us. So it's better to just remove those thoughts and be like, send it back to its sender. Sending it back to its sender. Goodbye. We also have the Pantheon Oracle. So let's see what the Pantheon Oracle has to say. What makes pile 3 stand out from the crowd? I think your gift giving, the way you give gifts, or also the way you receive gifts. I think you're somebody who like allows themselves to receive gifts, not only from others, but from the universe. You're like, this is the universe blessing me, so I'm going to take the gift because I know I'm worthy of it. We have Marionette. It says dictatorship, domination, reluctance. I don't think you're somebody who lets others control them. I think you're someone who's very independent, but not an independent like where it's unhealthy independence in like a relationship. It's like not someone that's like doesn't allow others to help them. You allow people to help you. You accept help. But it's like you're not somebody who's going to sit back and let someone control you. You freaking break down any of those manipulation tactics or anything where someone tries to control you. You're someone you may be a rebel, to be honest. You're somebody who thinks outside the box. You're somebody who stands out from a crowd. Literally, pile 3. Readiness. I think you're very ready for everything. Even when you don't feel ready for something, you know you're ready deep down. And so you head face first into it with the doubt and fears you may have. You're like, okay, well, how am I supposed to be ready for this when I've never experienced it? So I have to experience it in order to get confident in it. So I think that's your biggest thing, is like you are ready to tackle the world. And you're very lucky. You're very lucky. And you're somebody who kind of like serves justice. Like you're somebody who looks for equality, to be see both sides of the story, and you're very understanding. Okay, let's see what we got for this deck. get like 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. No cards are coming out. Need 3 cards, please. Okay, we got the champion. Nothing will ever stop you. You are the champion. You have a lot of achievements, and you're destined to achieve a lot, pile 3. You just have to believe in yourself and keep going. You have a lot of knowledge. It's almost like you're kind of like a fly on the wall sometimes. Like, you may just have this really strong intuition about somebody. Like, and it's not like you're trying to get into the bottom of like figuring out who it is that they are. Or it's not like you're projecting your own trauma onto them. You are just aware. You're so aware of people's actions and how their actions play a part into literally representing who it is that they are, that you can see the way somebody acts and how it's going to play out. Without even like, it's not like a way of like, I'm projecting my own insecurity onto them. It's like, I notice the red flags. I've seen this before. Obviously, you wish them the best in life and be like, you know, maybe they've changed, but I know what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to involve myself in what I've already have experienced. Give me one more, please. This deck is kind of hard to shuffle. I'll do it like this. Doesn't seem like they want to give us another card. Oh. Divine timing. I think you really let things play out naturally. Not in a way of like, oh, I'm gonna wait for the universe to provide me what it is I'm trying to manifest. No, you take action towards it, your goals, because that is how you manifest them, is you have to take action towards them. You know, you have to work for it. The universe isn't gonna just give you something while you just sit on your butt, you know, like, you have to work towards these things. But in a way, the universe finds its way to, as you work on yourself and move closer, it's like the universe creates this magnet for you to where you end up attracting exactly what it is you're looking for at the very time it is you need it. And I think you are blessed in that way, pile 3. And that may really make you stand out from the crowd, is like, people see like the blessings that come your way in the exact moment it is you need them. And it's just like, what the hell? You know what I mean? Like, it's like, wow. The universe literally spoke out to pile 3. Because like, she asked for it and she received. Or sorry, he or she received, or they, them received. So pile 3, I hope you enjoyed your reading. This is what I had for you. Also, I noticed I laid the cards out very linear, which is interesting. But anyways, that is what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give this video a like, consider subscribing. Let me know how I